The Seattle Seahawks won the offseason by signing Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp, and together, they're going to take over the NFC West.
I'm just excited to be here. Just really excited to, be able to be a part of this program, what this program's been about.
How's it going today, POV fam? Welcome back to Point of View. As always, we appreciate your comments and feedback like this one. Now to today's topic. Should the Seahawks be considered the division favorites after the impressive offseason they've had so far? The Rams are still a serious threat, and the Cardinals have had their flashes, but I think now is as good of a time as any for Seattle to get back to their glory days like they were with Russell Wilson, or even before that with Sean Alexander. Because it's simply been too long since we've taken those ocean birds seriously. They're not one of those poverty franchises that we're all familiar with, but they've won just 3 playoff games since their Super Bowl appearance in 2014 and haven't picked up a dub in their 2 postseason appearances this decade. Well, it's nice to see they're not satisfied with that, and they clearly don't plan to join that group of poverty franchises because they've made some major changes the past couple years to avoid just that. Of course, perhaps none was bigger than ending the Pete Carroll era in favor of Mike Macdonald. But this offseason has been pretty big as well. After sending Geno Smith to the Las Vegas Raiders and DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers, they almost immediately ushered in the new core by signing breakout star Sam Darnold and Super Bowl champion Cooper Kupp. And I couldn't be more excited to see what they can do. I'm really intrigued by the Kupp edition, but how can you not start by admiring Sam Darnold and his crazy career arc? After he was selected 3rd overall by the Jets in 2018, everything went downhill for the USC product. He struggled with accuracy and was an interception machine in New York. And of course, we all remember the infamous seeing ghosts incident. When that tenure ended, he was cast away to Carolina for a couple of years and spent the 2023 season as the backup in San Francisco, where he had 46 pass attempts all year. But last year, he got his big break when he signed in Minnesota and rookie QB JJ McCarthy suffered a season-ending injury. And man, did he ever take advantage of it. He set career highs across the board and led the Vikings to a 14-3 record, which was their most wins since 1998. The team flamed out in the playoffs, but Darnold had still proved he was due a big payday, and lucky for Seahawks fans, that payday came from them. And Darnold couldn't be more excited for the opportunity. Here's what he had to say at his introductory press conference with the team.
Just really looking forward to this opportunity to be here with my teammates, with these coaches. I think we have an opportunity to do something very, very special here, but it's gonna take a lot of hard work, and we know that. I know that going in, and just very excited to take this one day at a time, and that's gonna be that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my head down and go to work, and just excited to do that.
Gotta agree with Sam that it's going to take a lot of work, but there's definitely a chance they could build something special. But that wouldn't be possible without some help, and that help is coming in the form of former Offensive Player of the Year and Yakima native Cooper Kupp. I know all you Seahawks fans watching this are very familiar with him, but now that he's on your side, I gotta remind you just how much of a game changer this guy can be. Before we get into that, I just want to remind you that we drop POV episodes featuring the most interesting perspective on the sports world, mine 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm talking the stories you won't get anywhere else, so remember to join the discussion by dropping a comment and hitting that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell so you're always in the know. Now let's get back to Kupp. I know losing DK is a huge loss for the 12s, but there's not much to complain about when you replace him with a Super Bowl champion and former Triple Crown winner. I understand that he'll be 32 next season, and he hasn't replicated his production from his record-setting 2021 season the last few years, but there's not many players better than him when he's on the field. Though he hasn't played more than 12 games the past 3 seasons, he's still collected at least 5 touchdowns and over 700 yards each year. And while he primarily played in the slot, he still stretched the field consistently and had at least 1 completion of 60 yards or more each year. And beyond the impressive production, he brings a championship mindset that's been missing in Seattle for years. He knows what it takes to reach the mountaintop, and he's already seen that start to take shape with the Seahawks. Here's what he had to say about his perception of the team at his introductory presser.
I thought that, as we went through things, I thought the messaging from Mike and from John and from the, Coobs, from all the guys that I talked to here, the messaging was right on par with what I thought was how you build a championship team. It's about the people. You focus on bringing good people that are about ball, and all the other stuff's going to fall in place. Talking with, Sam after he had signed on, and, various guys in the organization, it's like, hey, it was the same messaging every time. It's like, hey, we're building something here that's special, and we've got the right people in the building to do it. It just built up, and now I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Is it September yet? Because I want to see what Kupp just said come to fruition, and I don't want to wait. He's everything you want in a star receiver, and it only makes it more exciting when you imagine how he'll complement Sam Darnold. It's a new era in Seattle, and I think it's definitely one for the 12s to be excited about because they hit it out of the park with these signings and have a real chance to reclaim their status among the best teams in the NFC. And if the Seahawks want to make sure they have a backup plan at quarterback for the foreseeable future, they should think about drafting Oregon QB Dylan Gabriel. For more on him, check out this past episode of Point of View. And the moment you're waiting for, here's the answer to today's trivia question. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.